Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Janine Between the Lines, Literature and Lifestyle for Leisure. Welcome back to another Sunday Hang. Today's Sunday Hang is part 2 of Olivia and I's Finding Your People and Your Passion series. So we are just so ecstatic and so thrilled at the response of the first episode. So if you haven't watched that one yet, I would recommend you take a listen or watch that one. I'll leave it in a link down below. But today's episode kind of goes more into that latter part where we talk about our passions and how we have learned about those and worked through those and kind of where we are at now in this space. It also gets a little silly. So there's that. Again, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much. Same deal, the usual, leave a comment, subscribe if you enjoy these episodes. Let me know if you like them. I've got like a roster of people who I'm excited to bring on and continue this kind of conversation with. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the episode and stay tuned. And I love you guys. Let me know how you like it.
Quick shout out to the bartender in the back.
Oh my God.
For
fantastic
these
drinks.
Fantastic reimagined mimosas. What's our flavor? A little bit of a raspberry, orange, raspberry, mango, muddled fruit at the bottom. And
It's all the stuff you want.
All the stuff you want and nothing you don't need.
That's a t-shirt. That definitely is a t-shirt.
If I ever came out with merch, we're going to have to run all of these catchphrases back.
I think so.
Is that all right?
I think that's perfectly fine.
Is that a professional pursuit that I should?
I just want 15% royalty.
I mean, I depend on you. You're like my Gen Z insight. So like you have to keep an eye. My marketing queen.
Marketing queen, yes.
So,
I've got you.
Speaking of marketing queen, you like that? You like that segue?
When you say that, I get all hot and bothered.
Why? Oh yeah, I know you do. I could like feel your core quaking all the way from there.
Teddy, help.
Marketing queen. Like
Oh
there is nothing else to say, but like I just want you to know I'm just so proud of you because to the Mome Studios marketing director, applause only.
One more time, run it back.
To the marketing queen. This is the first time she's ever experiencing these side effects. I don't know why I've been holding out on her.
This is so good.
But okay, you have to give me the absolute 411 on your, I guess we can start. It doesn't have to be like the whole thing. Like, oh, I took this class 101, but like you graduated with your degree in marketing.
Yeah.
And you worked for a while at
Cousins Maine Lobster.
Yeah, in a marketing
realm? So it was like operations. It was an internship. And so they were pretty much just having me be exposed to like all the different departments, which were very small. It's a small team. There's like 30 corporate employees. So I was working with like, you know, there was 2 people in each department pretty much. And just being able to get like a taste of everything. Got my degree in marketing. So I was like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
So there was a social team and then there was like a tech and marketing team, which were completely separate. Interesting.
Yeah. Very interesting.
No shade, but
yes.
Definitely interesting why it was separated.
Definitely a learning experience.
It's a learning experience.
Yes.
So I was able to get like a hand in everything.
Yeah.
And then went to more like part-time after my internship ended for school. So I got my credits and then was offered a salary job right after graduation. So last year.
Yes.
Yeah. So I wasn't there for long.
Yeah. But I think that from the stories that you've told me, though, everything that happened to you, and I guess this could be also tied in, which that would be kind of a reach for me to reach back into the beginning of our conversation. But like, I feel like things of value are always born out of adversity.
I would agree with that.
Right?
Yeah.
Like the things you went through, like in your profession. Why am I laughing? I'm laughing because I know, but like you have obviously overcome that.
Yeah.
And I'm just so proud of my marketing director for now. Now you're at Mome.
Now
you
I'm at Mome
are
Studios.
Literally a marketing director for a startup here in Maine for the thing that we share love for, like a Pilates studio. That
full circle.
It feels full. How dare
really
you,
is.
First of all, to be like
Jump.
in this full circle moment at 23 years old.
Oh my gosh.
I've never been more proud.
I appreciate that. That actually means a lot coming from you.
It's a dream. Like I've told every single person that knows me is like, and this is, well, it's not difficult. I think it's just interesting. But like, you know how some people say like, you don't have to make your hobbies your profession.
Yeah.
When I fell back in love with movement, I was like, oh, you know, like if I were to like pivot, I would want to do something in the wellness space.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that you have this huge part in this wellness space that is shaping up to be so revolutionary, like it, and in your hometown, bringing it to like, you're like, this is your neighborhood, and like you're like boosting like your local, your city and where you come from, and like representing that is just spectacular in my opinion.
I appreciate that a lot.
It's huge. You realize how huge that is?
No, I'm very excited. And it's full circle from what we were saying before, where I was almost embarrassed to be back in my hometown.
Yeah.
Now I am completely embracing it and so excited. Like, I'm proud. I'm like very proud. So I just like rewired my brain entirely like within the last like year.
Amazing. Yeah. And you know, I have this like, I had to have this huge identity shift for me of like, my profession, just as a nurse, used to be my whole identity.
Mm-hmm.
And I applaud the people that have been able to like make their passions their professions.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like you are taking that and you still have a really huge balance, or like a very even balance of both.
Yeah.
Especially now with your hours and
right.
like you're getting to do something that is like kind of an encapsulation of everything we've talked about already. And part of like what I wanted to talk about here was just like tips for people who have possibly been in a phase in their life where they don't really know where to go professionally or why, or maybe you have a passion and you're like, how do I actually follow that or take steps to get there?
Yeah.
Like even for someone like me, who I have a lot of friends who have been nurses for a long time or have been in a profession for a long time, but they're just like not in it to win it anymore. And sometimes they get themselves stuck in a mindset of like, oh, I wish that I could do this.
Yeah, they feel like they have to stay in it because they've invested so much.
Yes.
Yeah. But you're also so young.
You think me?
Yeah.
You talking to me?
Yeah. Yes.
You talking to me?
You wouldn't be saying that if you were talking to me.
Yeah.
No, like,
So,
I mean, like, you and your friends are young. Like, I think lots of people get to the mindset where it's like, when you're kind of like in your 30s, you're like, but shouldn't I be set up? Like 20s was to experiment. Yes. 30s was like, okay, I should know what I'm doing. Yeah. You're locked into like a routine, or like, I need to know what I'm doing. No. Like you can switch whenever you want.
It's very true.
Life is so short. You have one life. That's so cheesy. But like, why couldn't you switch things up?
You're very right.
And you can have several passions. You don't even have to be passionate about something. You could just be interested and want to pursue something. Like, I don't think there's like many things I'm passionate about. There's things I love. There's things I enjoy. I think I enjoy like a wide range of things. That's why like it goes back to you being like, you're a yes woman. I'll say yes to most things because I'm willing to try anything because lots of stuff interests me. But like, I don't have this niche, like, this is my thing. This is my identity.
That's smart.
So there's just some things like I prioritize more than others. So like the health and wellness space, like that's definitely a huge part of my life because I've been interested in it, but it's not my whole identity. So it's like, I can take that as my career. I'm not going to fall out of love with it because like, I'm not making it everything. Like, I'm just making it a bigger piece of my life. And I still have like the marketing aspect and everything. So like, I have my creative side. And yeah, I'm working with like women who are very empowered, and being a part of a startup business, you learn a lot.
Yeah.
because like I'm kind of building the foundation of the company as well.
Wow.
Yeah, with like amazing women.
Yeah.
So it's really like a nice experience, but I wouldn't say that it's like my passion.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that
I don't know. It's like
I could end the podcast here. To be honest, I'm out of here. Olivia's gonna talk about how amazing.
I'm just gonna make deep eye
is.
contact with the GoPro. Just start talking to it.
Oh my God. Well, here's the thing, and that was gonna be, and again, we're, regardless of how old you are, we're at different like levels of where we are like professionally, and I think that that is so awesome.
Yeah.
And again, one of the reasons why I look up to you.
I look up to you.
But I think, so you saying that, you know, you're surrounded by these women who they're all striving towards the same thing and towards success. Even Jacqueline, you know, like I idolize her as well, like to be able to, she's very young.
She's
correct?
very young.
She's like your
She has a full-time job.
23. Yeah.
Yeah. She's I want to say she's 28, 29.
Okay.
But she has a full-time job, and then she's opening this. She's also prepping for her wedding too.
Oh my God.
So she has like a lot of moving pieces, and she's just
Dude.
like this very strong, like she knows what she wants in life.
And
I love it.
See, and that is a key right there.
Yeah.
So number one tip for me, and I know that this is like, it's just kind of leading into what we were talking about in general, but one of the things that I feel like is important if you're in that situation of like, what do I do? My number one tip that I wrote down was put yourself in rooms with people you look up to and who push you in the right direction.
I think that's like the best tip.
The number one.
Yeah, number one. I think that's like the golden
rule.
The golden rule.
The golden rule of following your passions.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. I agree with you. If that wasn't clear enough already. Because I have been, even if it's not professionally, I've been in situations in the past, not really, well, actually, not fairly recently, but you ever like find yourself in a situation where you're like surrounded by people and you look around the room and you're like, nobody else is like trying to do the same things that I'm doing. And then it kind of like makes you sad or like depresses you.
Okay, I need you to expand, because in my head, I would think that's a good thing.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So, okay, I want to, explain more. Like,
I guess the way that I'm thinking of it is, as an adult, I have in the past like taken inventory of like what my friends are doing around me. And I think this is more closely related to like wellness and fitness.
okay.
Because until I met you, until I started Salute, I didn't really have any friends who were pushing me towards like a fitness goal or like a health goal or anything like that. And I understand that a lot of that is internal, and it's more important to find that in yourself of whether you have the will to achieve like what you're setting your mind to. And a lot of that it has to come from you and your desires. But I still think having a crew and like having one or two people who are working alongside next to you, who you can look to for either guidance or motivation or accountability. We were accountability buddies for so long.
Oh my God.
You know,
we would
like
text each other in the morning and be like, are you up?
Sending
like,
each other pictures like, don't you dare cancel right now. Like, and I feel like that's so important.
It is.
Like, and that's what I mean by like putting yourself in places where, you know, you have people. It's almost like, okay, Teddy's right across from us right now, but when it comes to like even gaming, this is a weird analogy, okay? Just stay with me here.
This is a hear me out.
Wait, hear me out. When you're playing game, maybe with basketball, like if you're playing against people who you know are better than you, you're only going to want to keep improving. Rather, if you're all at the same level, you both are at the same skill set or anything, like you're not going to learn anything from them.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I completely agree.
Okay, so tell me your flip side to that, because you were saying that, you were saying motivating.
You were saying people that are doing different things than you. Did you mean
okay.
Not healthy habits? Are you saying like people like who have different lifestyles that don't align with you?
I think that's what I was getting at more.
Okay, so like someone who doesn't prioritize health and wellness, you're saying it's harder to be close to that person when you really are trying to prioritize it.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I was thinking of a different thing.
Okay.
Yes, I agree that it's important to surround yourself with those people.
Yeah.
And like I think it's important, like you said, to surround yourself with people that are better than you, like, but in areas. Because I mean, like, it's not about finding like the perfect person that's like better than you at everything. It's like you might have one friend that's just more optimistic. Like they just see the silver lining in everything, and you need that. Like they ground you, and they're just like, no, things are okay. When you might be stressing about something, and it makes you have a different outlook on life. Like, okay, wait, I can kind of shift my mindset. I don't have to think the way I have been. Like if they're capable of thinking like that, I can too. And then someone who's like more disciplined when it comes to working out and stuff.
Yes.
If they can do that, like motivation it comes in waves.
Yes.
Like it's never consistent for anybody. It doesn't matter like if you're the best bodybuilder in the world. Like it's just not consistent. It's about having the discipline, but if you're surrounded by people with discipline,
yes,
that's what holds you accountable. So it's like good to be around those people, or someone who's like more intelligent than you.
Yes.
Like you are a very intelligent person. Like that's one of those things where I'm like, I want to surround myself with people like that. Like I appreciate your intelligence.
Literally no one has ever told me that ever.
Oh, I think you're so Teddy's like, okay. He's like, I literally woke up and said that to you this morning. No, but like you're so like well articulated, and I mean like I don't know, I just feel like you're an extremely intelligent person. I've always thought that from the start. I actually brag about that to like other people, and like your kind heart and everything else too. But yeah, so like you're one of those people where I'm like, I like to have conversations with her because they're great conversations. Like you're a great conversationalist and everything, and that pushes me to be a better conversationalist.
I could kiss you on the mouth right now.
I mean, like I wouldn't be opposed. Sorry, we're just gonna cut for a second.
The mimosas, they're warming me.
They're so good. They're so good. No, like I wish I could just go out to the bar and be like, so I want some fresh squeezed OJ. I want you to muddle some raspberries for me. I want you to put an orange in there.
You pull out the formula. Teddy like pulls up and he's like, no, you're doing this wrong. That's the way to do it.
Let me.
Okay. All right, marketing queen. What's your tip for people looking for their passions? She's pulling up the notes. I say that like we're not recording video and you can see her actually doing this.
Don't look. Not prepared. So, okay. I just wrote start before you feel ready.
Ooh.
With your passions and everything.
Please elaborate.
I'm a procrastinator. I will get overwhelmed and think about things more than actually do them. Like I am trying to plan out how to approach something and do it in the most perfect way that would make sense, and it's a waste of my time. It's like it's never gonna pan out the way you think it will, so it's like just do it. Like just take the first step, fall on your face, who cares, just do John. What is it? Shia LaBeouf, yeah. Just do it. So brain rot. So like I feel like you just have to take the first step, which is like really hard, especially if you are a procrastinator and you get overwhelmed. But like you already ripped off the Band-Aid.
Yeah.
Like you started it.
Yeah.
You don't have to go at a like certain pace. You don't like there's no expectation on you. If it's your passion, you're doing something, like who's telling you how to do it? It's just
literally
you. Like it's just you creating a narrative. Like you're being way too hard on yourself. So like I find myself being hard on myself. So I feel like you're just most times in life you're not ready for things.
Yes.
You're never going to be ready. You learn from experiences.
They say that about kids. Yeah.
Yeah. Like you're going to learn as you go. So just go.
Do you feel that way about your current position?
Like, yeah. I mean, I went from intern marketing, like assistant kind of, or associate, and then marketing director, all within like a year. And so like, yeah, of course I have like imposter syndrome where I'm just like, the hell? Like I'm 22.
Yeah.
But it's also like, I'm going to learn. Like, I'm capable of learning. I want to do well. Like, I take pride in the work I do.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to live up to that title, even if, like, maybe I don't have the same experience under my belt that other people in the marketing world have.
Yeah.
Like, I believe in myself. And so I took the first step and I was just like, I'd like to be the marketing director here. And she's like, okay, let's do it. Like, after our interviews and everything. And I appreciate her for taking a chance on me, because like lots of people would be like, okay, like we could find someone else. Like, who are you?
Well, that's like the confidence about you that I was talking about. And like, I think there's something to be said too about the fear of failure.
Yeah. And
you think that the richest people on earth here, they could be corrupt, but you know, I'm sure that the most successful, happiest people have lived through every single one of their many eons of failures. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm not even kidding. You kind of have to have like a God complex in the most humble way possible. Like, believe in yourself wholeheartedly, and then, but like, be super humble about it, like on the outside.
Very true. It's
you know what I mean?
Yeah. It almost gives like, ask for forgiveness, not for permission energy.
Yes.
Somewhat. Like, kind of in that same line, right? Yeah. And I
think
not
be so passive.
Yes. And like, same thing. Almost the same thing as like we were talking about walking into Salute for the first time, like knowing nobody. Like, you're giving off you could be like terribly nervous inside, but once you rip off that Band-Aid, you're already there and you're in there and doing it, and you already did the hardest part, which is starting.
Exactly.
Yeah. I totally agree with you.
So do it when you're not ready.
Do it when you're not ready, and do it hard.
Do it so hard.
Do it so hard, bro.
Do it so hard.
Like I said, I think that this is your realm. Like, when it comes to me talking about passions and professions, honestly, but like, I had, I guess my second tip is like a general, like, it's a tip in this world, but also just in life in general and everything that we're talking about. But don't let comparison steal your joy or keep you from following those passions.
I love that too.
You know, we live in a world right now where you can open your phone and find 20,000 other people who are other people who are attempting to do the same thing as you.
Yeah.
And that shit can get in your head.
And it's all highlights.
There's no lowlights.
No,
no
never.
Struggles to be found, you know?
Yeah. It doesn't show the layers and complexities of those people's lives.
Not at all. And then if you let that like dictate the way that you move, then you're setting yourself up for failure already.
Yeah.
Like, when it comes to like passions, I would almost like encourage tunnel vision, other than with like the people that you love and that you're seeking guidance from, because ultimately, like, if it's gonna make your heart happy, that's really all that matters. And like, there's a lot more around the conversation of intention and whether or not you're trying to make this a profession. But like, regardless of what you plan to do with that passion, if you're looking around and comparing yourself to others and basing your happiness and success off of the people around you and what that looks like for them, like, in my head, I just think about like, oh, how come I'm not getting this many followers, or how come this many people aren't recognizing this, and XYZ. It's like, it will suck you dry. And that's just you're starting out kind of in the back. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be hyper focused on your goal and what you set with it in order to be successful at whatever you want that passion to turn out to be.
Yeah.
Right?
That's good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You like that?
Calm down.
Of course you like that. I'm being real. Of course you like it.
Of course you like that. No,
because
that was great.
When you think about it, baby girl, there's a lot of Pilates studios popping up around here.
No, there is. Tons of competition.
How do you feel about that?
I think we have an edge on the game. Because
tell me why.
We're not some exclusive club. You know what I mean? Like, we are trying to be a studio where you come as you are. Like, we will meet you where you are at.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to have any experience with fitness or wellness or anything like that. Like, you could just come in for a class. You don't have to know anything and just have a fun time. If you want to work your ass off, we'll work your ass off. If you just want to come to meet people, we're going to get you connected with other people that are like-minded.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we want this to be a place, our slogan's home for movement. We want it to feel very homey. Not like you have to wear a perfect matching set, like, and you have to look a certain way and be a certain body type to be able to work out and feel good. Like, it's just you come in and you can enjoy yourself and feel as confident as possible, and you leave feeling like rejuvenated and proud of yourself, and that like you can just take on your day, that you're good to go.
And that's on the words of the marketing director of
Hell
Mome
yeah.
Studios.
It's less based on
Clipping
like
that.
clip it.
Post it.
It's less about like, we're not focusing on like aesthetics. Like, we're
Yeah.
focusing on what are like, which that might be somebody's goal. So that's completely fine. Like, some people are like, I want to look a certain way, or like, I want to like work these muscles and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
That's completely fine. Like, we're a fitness studio, so it makes sense that's going to happen. But like, some people, maybe they're just like, I want to be able to like do plank to pike. Like, it's just like a certain series that they want to do that they've never been able to do. And that's like a goal for them.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I'm an anxious person. Like, I want to get some mental clarity. Working makes me feel good and like eases my mind.
Yeah.
Okay, then that's your goal. Like, we want you to come into the studio with like whatever goal you have. And it's not just like, okay, we're going to get you slim. Like, that's not the point.
I love that.
Yeah. And lots of it, we're partnering with local businesses and everything like that, because we want to support like other mom and pop shops.
Yes.
Because like, I feel like they're very authentic and unique. Like, we don't want to just like do whatever's trending or like franchisees and like whatever. So we want to partner with them and connect with like other women-owned businesses.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're going to do lots of like different events and collaborations and stuff where it's like, I met some of my favorite people like you at a studio. Yeah. And I want other people, like, not just because of wellness, like, we connected on many other things, obviously. And so I want other people to find people like that too, who maybe feel alone right now.
Yeah.
And then they find their community. So
that's amazing.
Because that's healing for everybody.
100%.
To feel seen. Like, even if, I want people to walk in the studio and they feel seen. They're not just like, it's a transactional thing. Like, it's like, we're going to know your name. We're going to know what you're up to. If you're not in a good mood, no toxic positivity. Be in a bad mood. Like, feel your feelings. Like, work out. Like, do whatever you want to do. But, like, this is your place to feel comfortable.
Dang.
Yeah.
That will set you guys apart.
Hell yeah.
I'm proud.
I can't wait till you can come. It's free, the first class too, which is nice. Yeah.
Okay. Soft opening is when?
The 5th, May 5th.
May 5th.
Yeah. Mark it on your calendars. Your grand opening's June 7th. It's gonna be like an open house.
Love that.
Yeah. We're getting food catered.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so we're getting food catered by Sandwiches. I don't know if you've ever had that before. It's like
it's
breakfast
at
sandwiches.
That truck?
Yes. Oh my God.
I've only ever seen it online.
It's actually so good, because I was like, how good can a breakfast sandwich really be? Yeah. It's really good.
I can eat breakfast any time of the day.
Oh my God, same. No, I love eggs. Hammer them.
Breakfast food. Oh my God, that's
so good. We should go to Dutchess again.
Okay,
also.
sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go after a class, you know?
That'd be fun.
And then
let's do it. So we're getting them catered. We have a signature scent from Seabird Aromatics.
Oh.
It's really good. It's like this clean, like orange kind of stuff. I don't know. Like, it's
perfect
delicious.
For spring is what it sounds like.
It's so good. And so we're going to be selling candles, but that's like part of our reed diffusers in the studio. Ooh. So she'll be there setting up a stand. Soma Wellness will be there. So mini massage. Massage is like 5 to 10 minutes. Loosen up, ladies. And then I don't know, we're gonna have a bunch of stuff and like raffling off like t-shirts and everything like that, but we're really excited.
That's freaking amazing.
It's gonna be fun.
You are at the base of that. You are the foundation.
Yeah, I was the second person in the company. It was the owner and then me.
That's amazing.
And she's awesome.
Yeah,
like, I really do like appreciate her a lot.
Oh my God.
She gets it.
Yeah. Do you have any other tips for people out there?
So my other tip, what was it? It was your passion doesn't have to be your purpose.
That was a little remix from what I said earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very similar.
Elaborate.
So it's like, I think lots of people are like, what's my purpose in life? Like, your purpose doesn't have to be one thing. So it's like, you can be passionate about something and invest lots of time in it, but that doesn't have, like, you can change at any time, and you don't have to have like an identity crisis. Like, you don't have to be like, this is what people know me as. Like,
I needed to hear that.
Yeah. Well, it's true. Like I think we fall into like these, like, I don't know, it's not like a rut, but like this idea that if people know me as this, like, and that's the norm and stuff, and I know myself as this, like, if I change up, like, who am I? But it's like, you're still yourself. You always had other things you were interested in. You're just like deciding that's going to be more prominent.
And I think that that's still just a production of what social media is right now.
Yeah.
And most people don't, I'd say a majority of people don't really make their hobbies and passions their purpose or professions.
Right.
But when you have people like, I mean, if you're listening to the noise or anything like that, it makes it a little bit, you feel more pressured to do things a certain way or to follow a certain thing because that's just what you're known for.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But like, your value is also not just found in the thing that you're best at too.
Well, that's the thing. And I don't know if you realize, like, now I used to like introduce people like by what they did for a living.
Yeah.
And now a lot of my friends that I've talked to, they're like, they don't lead with that anymore.
Right.
Which is awesome, because that's what you do for work, like, isn't the reason why you're alive, or like what you live for. You know what I mean? Like, you can keep things like
and
separate.
some people it is, but it's like, you still have things outside of that. But like, say you got your, like, the job you're going to be in for like at age 23 or something. Mm-hmm. What were you doing 23 years before that? Like, you were a person that had like your own identity outside of that job. But now all of a sudden you're just leading with that job. Like, that's a new thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's unpack my childhood. See, and that's the thing. Like, it all comes, I think there's a huge portion that we probably could spend hours talking about. But like, when it comes to like upbringing, like, school in my whole life has been, and this is probably an Asian thing, but like, I had a one-track mind in school because my goal was to please my parents and to get the right grades and work up to this degree and everything, like, to be successful. Yeah. So when I graduated college and I became a nurse, it really was the only thing that was like, I was so proud of that. Like,
which you should be.
I still am.
Yeah.
I still love what I do.
Yeah.
But now that I have found an actual work-life balance and I'm realizing like how important it is, like, not to make work your whole life an identity. Literally, I think that has elicited the most positive change in my life. Because now that I'm not like focusing on work so much and focusing on making money and everything, I've gotten to meet amazing people and
meet yourself like a little bit more.
Yes, get to know myself more outside of like how I'm taking care of others. And I guess that's the thing about it too, is like putting everyone else before myself was like, that was kind of my trait. Yeah. That's like the kind of thing that I was just used to. You know what I mean?
Right. And people, I assume, absolutely love that, because there are more takers than givers in this world.
Very true. Very true.
So they're all like, oh my God, Janine's the best, and blah, blah, blah. And that feels really good. But it's like, holy crap, I just gave up like a chunk of myself to like satisfy your needs while I'm still sitting here not feeling satisfied.
Dang.
I should be a therapist.
Yeah. We need a longer.
We need a long. Yeah.
I need to go lay out like right there when you ask me more questions. Okay.
How'd that make you feel?
I feel really seen right now. Thank you, Mome Studios.
Thank you. This was sponsored. No, I can't even say that. No. Sponsored by Olivia Cloutier.
Those are honestly like amazing tips, though.
Yeah.
Like, and I I was gonna, you can tell that this mimosa is a little kicking in for me a little bit, but like, I'm just excited as you expand and after this soft launch and everything, you're going to have so many more experiences. And like, I'm just excited to see the studio grow and your professionalism and your insights and your outlook grow into so much more.
I appreciate that. And like, I feel the same excitement for you and everything, because like, I don't think like right now I'm going through lots of transitional stuff. So it seems like, okay, like lots is going to change and like, you're going to get married. That's probably like the biggest transitional thing right now.
Yeah.
But like, it doesn't have to be big to like make a difference in your life. You know what I mean?
Very true.
It takes like one other person to change your mindset. So it's like, yeah, I have the studio opening and there's like a lot going on because I'm like young in my career and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't think I would have, like, I don't think I have to like lean on that, or you would have to lean on something big happening for like other doors to open. Like they're just going to continue to open, whether it's gradual or whether it's like, oh my God, everything's happening all at once to me.
It's very true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then that just solidifies that I feel like everyone needs an Olivia in their life. That's basically what I'm getting from this conversation.
Everyone needs a Janine.
Oh
no, everyone needs a Janine.
And each other. And
we
can be in your life, you know?
Yeah, we're your friend. It feels like Blue's Clues.
We jump through the camera. Jump scare, honestly.
We should jump at it to say like goodbye.
Oh God, but it's not goodbye yet because we have one more thing to talk about.
Oh yeah.
And I'm actually gonna hit the loo. So
okay.
You like
Get
that?
after that.
All right, we'll be right back and we're gonna talk about all things wellness. So stay tuned. All right, we're back.
Hey.
It's been a time.
It's been a lot of time.
Like you
chatting.
can tell by the amount that's left in here that it's
pulp.
been a time.
I asked for no pulp.
I was gonna say hot take. Are you in your orange juice? Are you at no, light, or full pulp in your orange juice kind of gal?
Girl, you want to know something about me?
You hate pulp.
I never liked orange juice. Like, I am not a juice girl.
Whoa,
which is a
weirdo.
What a compliment to the chef that I what a compliment to the chef that I absolutely love this. Because yeah, I'm like
he's gonna be so happy to hear that.
I eat oranges sometimes, but I've never been a juice person. Like, I don't drink apple juice, orange juice, cranberry juice. Like, as mix-ins, maybe. Makes me sound like an alcoholic. Like, I only have it if it's with vodka. Like, but like, I don't know. Yeah.
All right.
So I can't have an opinion. I would assume no pulp.
Okay.
Just because I'm not trying to like choke down pulp. Like, we're not trying to do all of that. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay to just have like a smooth little drink, right? Is that fine?
I mean, that's fine.
Oh, you like pulp?
I mean, I guess it was time, you know? Like, we were saying how much we have in common, and now we finally have a difference.
You like pulp?
Dude, I like hella pulp. Why do you think I was straight up
you know
talking
that pulp you didn't serve that other person? Throw that in mine. Like, I'll take it.
I want it to be a straight up mash.
Like, what the hell?
I
So you
don't
just
know.
want a solid. Like, just eat an orange.
No, I want it to be like almost like applesauce, dude.
What?
Dude,
Girl, like, I said
usually
I don't
looking
judge, I judge.
we listen and we don't judge. I
We
thought that
listen, we
was a
judge.
thing.
Yeah. All
Why do you
pulp.
think I was straight up talking about sludge earlier? When
Like,
Teddy was shaking that up, I was like, so you're going to pour that in our drinks too?
really?
Yeah, man.
What, you like the texture?
Yeah, man. It's just like a little snack after your drink.
Okay. Like, I'm trying to.
She's
I'm
like
trying to get
rational.
behind it. Like, I don't know.
You're so sweet.
I mean, yeah.
Thank you for
okay.
trying to like meet me where
Yeah, I'm
I'm
like
at.
trying to meet you there. Like, we're on our way. We're just going slow.
There's just a bunch of detours.
There's like tons of detours. I'm having a really tough time.
Here's the thing. It's okay. You don't have to meet me there.
Okay.
We can meet up later.
Okay.
We've been in the same place here for so long. We were bound to veer off at least in one different direction. Yeah. Don't worry, we're about
Charlie Puth. What's that song?
It's been a long two different directions.
No, the Fast and Furious one.
It's been a long day without you, my friend. But I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. You come along. I need you to harmonize with me. Meet me up here. No. I go bottom. My voice is deep.
She's bottom.
Don't start.
Little princess.
Oh God.
For a different segment.
Yeah, 100% a different segment. Oh my God, I'm turning red. Okay. Anyways, what I said earlier, we diverted. We went pulp, high pulp, but we're about to bring it together again because we're going to talk about wellness, which is our bread and butter.
Perfect.
You know, that's much more relatable, I feel like, to these people.
We'll save the juice for another time.
I guess, you know, like we're different. Mm-hmm. We started out like when we first went to Salute. I feel like when we first like really got into the weeds about like what our goals were.
Yeah.
We were pretty much on the same wavelength with everything in a way. Like initially our goals were to like eat clean, stay consistent, build some muscle, like tone a little bit.
Yeah.
And like the ways that we were going about it were pretty similar. Like again, we saw each other like 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah.
We were pretty consistent with it.
Strength
like, to begin
classes, walking.
Yes. And
jogs.
And that built our ability to like stay consistent and have that discipline. Like you were saying earlier, I'm such a huge proponent of that too. Like how motivation comes and goes, but you just rely on the discipline to get you there.
Yeah.
But I'm just really interested now, like, because I kind of have a gauge on what you've been doing, like, day to day, but it interests me, and I'd just like to hear you talk about, like, what wellness is and looks like to you, but also tell me, like, what your current, like, wellness routine is.
Okay. So, what wellness looks to me is listening to your body.
Oh,
like, okay. I think there's like no perfect approach to wellness. It's more about like being in tune with what your body needs at the time, which can completely change, like day to day, week to week, month to month, year to year. Like it can be ever changing. So I feel like it's always important to just like not. I think when we set goals, we want to get to them as quick as possible.
Very true.
Which can actually be the most harmful thing in the world. And it's hard to like slow yourself down. When you get those like workout zoomies, you're like, I'm feeling good. Like I'm ready to grind it out. Like I'm ready to set a schedule. Like I'm going to be working like this. Like you can burn out so quickly and then you're just done for a little bit. And you're like, so I pushed myself too much in a short period of time and now I'm not pushing myself at all.
We've been victim to that many times.
Yes. And so it's like, it's more about like listening to what your body needs than always being like, okay, like this is what I need to do.
Yeah.
Like yeah. So I think it's about like slowing down and everything. So that's like wellness to me. What's wellness to you?
I'd be lying to you if I said I had something prepared.
Yeah.
But I agree with that completely.
Yeah.
And I think you're right.
Yeah.
That is exactly what wellness looks like to me too, because it has shifted for me even just over the past 2 years. Ever since have we known each other for 2 years already? Yeah. And we've seen each other like shift in how we nurture ourselves. And I think that is the definition of what it is for every single person.
Yeah.
Is like listening and looking inside and constantly noting your own changes, your own needs, and manifesting that like physically, mentally, spiritually, in every realm of your life.
Right.
Not even just your body, but even with the people you keep and the actions that you take and everything in between.
Yes.
So that's what I feel like it mostly encompasses.
Yeah. No, I think, that's a perfect answer.
I'd love to know what your routine is.
So my routine is very inconsistent.
Is it inconsistent right now?
But it's actually like a tip that I wanted to give. So we can move into that because it like overlaps with my answer.
Dude, go in.
So my first tip is move your body in ways that feels good. That's not punishing. I think lots of times, like, it's like I want to work myself really hard because if I work myself really hard right now, then I'm going to get the best results. That's not always the case. Like,
I agree. Yeah.
Working yourself to an extreme doesn't mean you're going to get extreme results.
Yes.
And so I think it's good about like mixing up like what you're doing for workouts, like how you're taking care of your body, how you're taking care of your mental state. Like sometimes, like journaling will work for a little bit for people, but it's like, all right, but now like I feel like it's not working anymore. So it's like I need to talk to a therapist. Or like with working out, like strength training's going really well. Now I feel like I'm not loving it.
Yeah.
Don't force yourself to love it then. Like you can do other things to move your body. Like maybe you just want to go on walks or runs or like do something low impact like yoga or like go swimming or something. Like do anything else.
Yeah.
I don't think that you have to like pigeonhole yourself into doing something because you want to be, look a certain way or feel a certain way, because then that's just punishing yourself when it could be fun.
Yes.
Like if mixing it up means you can have fun, that's okay. And you're still being consistent because you're moving your body.
Exactly.
Or you're like challenging your mind if you're, doing something for your mental state.
Exactly. Well, when you talk about punishing your body, my mind immediately goes to like, I have grown up with so many self-esteem issues and body dysmorphia. And when you say punishing yourself, I feel like I would quite exactly do that.
Yeah.
And my target like form of exercise during those times, I was doing like Orange Theory and I was doing F45 and doing some like random class pass, like just trying everything out because I never found anything that was just like good movement that fulfilled me and made me feel good. Instead of that, I was doing those like high intensity, like out of breath, almost uncomfortable for me exercises because I felt like either like, oh, I ate so bad this weekend, I need to do a super hard, I need to make up for it. I need to like do this because I ate this way or because I look this way, like, and yeah, it's like a really tough mindset to work through because if your mindset when you look at wellness and movement as a solution for something derogatory that you feel about yourself,
how do you unlearn that once you've reached your results? Like, it's like,
exactly.
How do you break it? Because that was what your motivation was. And if you're trying to stay consistent, then you would always have to have that self-hate, like the self-hate, yes, that narrative in your head to continue on.
It's tough. And I feel like a lot of women go into movement thinking that.
Like I felt that way. I still feel that way sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, and I have to like talk myself out of it, which is really hard to do.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
Because it sticks with you for so long. And then I've like, even when on like my worst days, I have to like, I'll either journal about it or I'll like meditate or listen to podcasts to try to like get me out of that mindset.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, what was the first line you said? You said find movement that feels good for your body. That isn't punishment.
Yeah, that isn't punishment.
Yeah. So I feel like I've had to shift my mindset into like find movement that feels good for your body because you are able to move your body.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like movement in general, in like a physical sense and even like as a healthcare provider is like, it's such a privilege. There are so many people out there who like, when I think of myself, and again, it's like a mindset shift for me. Like if I had a run, like most recently, I didn't tell you this. I went on a run and I hadn't ran for like a month or so. And I did like just a 5K on on the treadmill. And I was looking at like my past times and I was like, I'm going to try to, I think I can do this faster. Like I like increased my speed like 0.5 when I hadn't run in like a month and a half almost.
Yeah.
And I was like unwell. I had to like slow down. I like got to like 3.1 miles and then I had to like slow it down by like, I think like I like fully like a whole like point. I went from like 6.5 to 5.5. And then I was beating myself up about it for like the whole time at the gym afterwards.
Oh,
and I was
sucks.
like, you know what?
You did it.
I was still able to do it. Like,
Yeah.
and again, I have to take it back to like, a lot of people would kill for the ability to like use their legs, like
Exactly.
to have the ability to like get on a treadmill or even to be in a gym. You know what I mean? Like coming from a place of grace and like thankfulness and wellness in general is just always like a mindset that has to be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think that's important. Yeah. To have the gratitude and to zoom out and be like,
yes.
yeah. Like I still did that. Like I was still able to move and get up. Like even if you walked it, if you walked 0.5 miles, you walked.
Yeah.
Like you did something that like still was beneficial and felt good. And like you said, it's all about like perspective. Like, yeah, it is privilege. Like it is privilege for us to be able to move and we're the ones who are setting the goals. No one's telling us like we have to work out a certain way or look a certain way. Like we're setting that standard on ourselves.
It's legit me against me.
Yeah. Which it can be very fueling and motivational for lots of people. But I mean, and like I've used that before as motivation, but it's like having the chip on your shoulder. It's not healthy in the long run at all. Maybe for a short spurt of time to get into your routine. But after that, it's like, just appreciate that you're like doing something.
100%.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me how that leads into your wellness routine.
Okay, so, well, that actually could lead into my second tip better.
Oh, okay.
Should I just do that?
Yeah, just do that. Do it.
So it's nourish your body with love, not with shame. So,
dang, girl.
I know.
He's a hit.
Yeah. Call me Longfellow. Call me Robert Frost.
Poet.
They're both poets.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
I knew that.
Two roads diverged in a yellow wood. I can actually recite that whole thing.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
See?
From 5th grade.
You are
from 5th grade.
a literary dominant.
Help.
Sorry, my vocabulary lately has not
It's been unhinged.
It's been a little weird lately. As coming from someone who does like a book podcast, it's just not okay. So just excuse this
all
Sunday
over the
hang.
place.
Yeah,
like,
too much. Too much. Again, exclusive content it's coming later, but
thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah,
nourish your
like
body.
Nourish your body with love. Like I think lots of the times, what I was just saying, you have a chip on your shoulder, and that's what's making you like work out in the gym. Like you're like, I want to look a certain way. Like I'm almost angry working out right now. Or it's like, you know, I want to prove something to somebody else who didn't believe in me. Or I want to prove something to my self, like my younger self. But it's not stemming, like that's okay, but it's not stemming from a place of love. Like it's not like I love my body. I appreciate that I'm able to move it. And I appreciate what I'm able to like do now and what I'll be able to do in the future because I'm investing time now.
Yeah.
So like I was saying before, if you are only motivated by looking in the mirror and being like, I don't like what I see, so I'm going to do something about it. When do you look in the mirror and say like, I look good? You're not going. You're going to have to unlearn that at some point. So how about you just unlearn it from the start? Because you're never, that's where the body dysmorphia kicks in. Because if you have that mindset going into it, then it's really hard to, you're just never satisfied.
100%.
You get to a point where you're like, I don't even know what my goal is, because you keep unlocking these new levels like a video game. And then you're like, but I want to keep getting better and better. That's fine to better yourself. But you also have to be like recognizing the effort and what you've already reached.
Yeah.
Which lots of people, like, they don't slow down. They're just like so tunnel visioned on like, I'm almost there. Like I'm working hard, or, oh, I just like had a cheat day. Shoot. Like I just ruined what I was doing, blah, 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 and like being hard on themselves. It's always being hard on yourself, hard on yourself, hard on yourself.
Yeah.
And that's what makes you get back into the gym and work out and do all this stuff. It should be more like, I couldn't do 30 push-ups like last year. Now I can do 30 push-ups.
Yeah.
That's insane for me.
Yes. And looking in the mirror and be like, you're killing it, girl.
Yes. Like you feel good and you're just happy and you can accomplish things without like having to look a certain way. And I think it's less focus on the aesthetics, which is really hard to do because that's the biggest thing in society, is focusing on like what you actually look like. But it's more so what you're capable of doing and what, like, where you started and like where you're at. Because like not everyone needs to know that. I think when you look at a body, like people are like, they make assumptions like what someone's capable of. And it's like judging a book by its cover. And so when someone's like not, when they're working out and everything and they don't like look a certain way, they're like, what am I proving to people? Like I can say I go to the gym, but like they're not going to think that I work really hard. You don't owe anybody any of that.
You don't have to prove
you
it to
know
anyone.
where you started and you know where you're at. And like, you know, if it makes you feel good, like you don't need to look a certain way.
Yes.
It's about how it helps you, like it benefits you in your life. So just like come from a place of love where it's like, I want to treat my body well.
Yeah.
And like appreciate myself. Because like imagine you saying that to somebody else. Like, I don't like what I see. Or like you're not in good shape. Or like, but the things we say to ourselves all the time. That is so damaging. And we know how damaging it is. That's why we don't say it to people.
Exactly.
But why do we say it to ourselves all the time?
It's so terrible.
It's strange
It's
that we
debilitating.
normalize it.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. And I remember distinctly, like, when I was in, this has always stuck to me and probably like one of the roots of my like body dysmorphia. But like when I was in maybe 7th grade, dude, when we were all wearing like those like collared Aeropostale shirts and like camis underneath and like those weird capris and stuff like that. I have so many pictures like that. And I was like lanky. I was like a spidery gal. And I remember one of my aunts, she would look at pictures of me and she would be like, oh, you're getting fat. I was like super lanky. And like, she was like, you need to buy bigger pants. Like you are eating too much. And I was that size. Like, think of me like the stringiest arms ever. And like ever since then, like I just look back and I was like, every single time that I talk about this and stuff, I'm like, me, who was like probably the thinnest that I ever was thinking that I was never going to be thin enough, never going to be skinny enough or pretty enough to like make my family, who I like, you know, loved and respected, I'll never look good enough for them. And then most recently though, like with that nutrition program that I've been in, they are very mental health focused. Good. And I'll do a lot of like I call them therapy sessions, but they're pretty much like live podcasts where they talk about certain topics about unlearning, like unhealthy, your attitude towards food, and things like that. And I remember I like when I had like my big loss, I actually like posted a question because I was like, all right, I'm, you know, I successfully lost this amount of weight, but like, when do you tell yourself it's enough? Because, you know, I had a certain goal and I reached that, but then I feel like I always would tell, oh, I think I would look even better if I lost 5 more pounds or 10 more pounds. And ultimately, like what the root of it is now, and still what I'm continuing to work on, is like, you wouldn't feel like nothing is ever enough if you took the time to heal and come from a place of love. And once you learn to love and accept like what you see in the mirror, then that will guide you to the healthy place of like what, it's not a matter of what's enough. It's just knowing and accepting that you are enough, regardless of like what that number is. Right. And that is hard because everyone wants to, you know, either attach a number to, or they have this like idealistic picture of, it would be so perfect if I could get, either to this way, this pant size or this, like, and it's just so hard when your whole life you've been taught that, oh, maybe if you eat a little less or if you exercise a little bit more, then you will be able to achieve that.
Yeah. And it's not that simple.
It's not that simple, and it's not realistic.
And yes. And that's
damaging.
harmful.
Very.
That is so harmful. And I'm so sorry. I actually am.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, of course, I love my whole family.
Yes,
that was
of
just,
course.
It's almost like a cultural thing for like Filipinos in general.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up where everyone would shove you food, which I love. I'm a huge foodie. Dude, I will literally eat the world. Like, I love every single, there's not a lot that I don't love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was like, eat the world, eat, you're full. No, eat more. But then on the alternative, like the next day they'd be like, you're getting fat.
Yeah. That's so interesting. Yes.
Yeah, it takes a lot of like unpacking for me to have like gone through that journey.
Yeah, because that's body dysmorphia and then having a strange relationship with food.
Yes. Like loving it and then hating what it does to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, that's tough.
It is tough. It has been tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still like in the process of like learning how to deal with that and having a healthy relationship with it. But I'm getting there. It's been so much better than it has been in like previous years.
Right. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've totally veered I digress so hard from like your wellness routine.
No. This is like important to talk about because I think it's really relatable with like most people, whether they want to admit it or not.
Yeah.
Like everyone's gone through like those kinds of obstacles because like really it's hard to in this like not to go through that in this day and age.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like whether it's a cultural thing or a societal thing, like it just like it comes about
100%.
and it's hard to avoid. Like you could be so confident. Like I feel like I was extremely confident growing up.
Mm-hmm.
And then like, I mean, like when you turn it, for example, like when you turn into a woman, like you're going to gain weight. Like that's just what happens. Like you're not going to look like your 15-year-old self.
Yeah.
Nor should you necessarily want to. Like it's okay to like gain weight and everything. And I also like to think like when we're older, like 75, 80, like we're going to be like, I looked amazing.
Yes.
Why didn't I just enjoy it?
I know. And like, we're never going to be this young as we are now, or like be this fit or be able to move this way.
Exactly.
Than we
like,
are now.
Yes. We're going to be like really old laying on our deathbeds being like, I'd love to go for another walk or run or be able to lift the way I did when I was in like my 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And like, why wait to be grateful for all of those moments when they pass? Like, why not just appreciate them now? Like, appreciate what our bodies look like now.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate what we can do now. Because one day, like, we will be reflecting on this and being like, I'm so grateful that I was able to do that. I wish I could have that again now.
100%.
And you can't get it back. So, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Easier said than done.
Yeah. It's a continuous thing.
Yes.
Because there are like we said, there are times when it feels easier than others.
Yeah.
But it's just like a constant reminder, and like it is your brain is like it's a muscle, and you have to train it. It takes a lot of practice, and it takes time for you to engage that and kind of invoke that muscle memory to when those negative thoughts come, then you can combat it with the thoughts that we're talking about now. Like,
right.
I have a capable body. I'm more than just what a number on a scale says.
Yes.
And I love myself now where I'm at.
Which that's also something I've learned through strength training and like understanding all of that more.
Mm-hmm.
The number on the scale is not important.
No, not at all.
It to a degree, if you have a goal like to lose like a little bit of weight, yes. But then like after that, it's like muscle weighs more than fat. Like you really don't know. It's more about like you can see progress and like, oh, like I used 15s for reps, but now like 3 months down the road, I'm using 20s.
Dude, yes.
It's about those kinds of wins.
Those wins, 100%.
Like those are the big moments. And we don't take the time to appreciate that stuff.
No, because we focus on those little things that make us like, we nitpick.
Because we know that's the things that everybody else focuses on. People aren't going to clap because you went from 15s to 20s. You have to cheer for yourself.
Yes.
But like people do like mention like, oh, you look great now. So it's like,
oh, that's a whole nother topic.
That's a whole nother thing.
Yeah. Here's the thing though. It's funny because again, when I went through my big transition, I was getting like a lot of comments like, oh, you're disappearing. Oh, where are you? Like, where is the rest of you? Like, oh, you used to be, someone even at work was like, you used to be so much bigger.
Someone at work said that?
Yeah. Yeah. And then now, like, it's almost like a constant thing of whenever I see her, she's like, you're just shriveling up into like weird comments.
Is she older?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, there's a weird fine line between, I'm fully for the mindset of like, just don't comment on bodies.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what someone's going through.
Right, exactly.
Unless that person like mentions it, and then you can be like, yeah, well, yeah, now that you say that, I've noticed it. You look great. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, let that person.
You have to be invited into that conversation.
Yes,
you can't
yes.
just like initiate.
Yeah.
Because that's very invasive.
It's invasive. It's uncomfortable.
And you don't know where their mindset's on it.
Exactly. Because what if I was like starving myself?
Exactly.
What if I was
and then
in
you're
a
just
really bad
enabling
place?
that behavior.
Yeah. And then I'm getting rewarded for that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I was going to say something else. You were saying, what were you just talking about? What were we talking about before they commented on weight? You were talking about the scale. Oh. Hot take.
Yeah.
Are you on the creatine train?
Dude, okay. Like I got creatine monohydrate.
Uh-huh.
I'm forgetting what the brand is. Thorne.
Okay. I got the Pro Mix one.
Oh, I've been looking at the Pro Mix.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't really know what like the difference is. I just know the monohydrates, the one you should be using.
Yeah.
5 milligrams, right?
Same. Yeah.
So, I was using it like consistently for like 2 weeks, and now I'm like on and off with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't been able to see a difference. But the people that I know who are like real like gym girlies and guys said they do notice a huge difference. I'm good about hydrating too, so like I'm not worried about like the side effects that could come with. But yeah, how has it been for you?
Okay, yeah, so I think that it's good.
Yeah, okay.
I'm also, I've been a little bit on and off, but I make sure that I mix it in when I'm doing like a big workout. And I have noticed, and as long as you're hydrating and stuff, like I haven't noticed any big like water weight or anything like that.
Okay.
But dude, I don't know if you remember, but like I could barely do push-ups. Can
you do push-ups?
Not full ones yet, but like what I've noticed, and I took it consistently for like 2 weeks, and like any time that my workout plan has push-ups incorporated in it, it just feels so much easier.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then I was like doing some chest presses this past week or so, and I was trifling with myself, honestly, because I was like looking at the heavier weights, and it was funny because one of the trainers, Miles, was like in the background. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go for the heavier one. If I can't do it, then I won't. And then he ended up spotting me.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, I'm probably only going to get like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And then I repped out like 8.
Holy shit.
He was like, you could have kept going. And I was like, you know what? I feel like I could have. I was already on my last set though. And I was like, yeah, I'm not.
I want to say, I think that's partially like, I like creatine does work, but that's like the placebo effect where it's like you just pushed yourself. Like you were capable of doing that always. It's just
probably
like you thought that like now you were more so capable because you had that in your system, but it's like that. I don't think that was what was doing it. Like it helps repair your muscles and everything, and it like can show definition in your pump because it's bringing water into them. So, but like I think that's just you. You think? Yes.
So?
Yeah.
You don't think it was the creatine over time, and now I've like built it?
I think it's definitely helped. It's definitely
both.
helped, but I think it's like both.
Okay.
But I think it's like the mindset where you're like, I have a helper right now to like your creatine's your helper, and you're like, I could probably do more because I have this.
Yeah.
Like I bet if I gave you a drink and I said there's creatine in it, and then you went and drank and then went to the gym, you'd probably do the same thing. And I didn't put anything in it. Like,
I straight up placeboed you, and
Yeah.
you're just like maxed out.
yeah.
Dude, I actually kind of love that. You should definitely do that to me.
Yeah, no, we're going to test this out and we're going to let you guys know.
Live stream
Little case study. Yeah.
No, and I was happy that I like powered through the psych out.
That's awesome.
Because I was literally like giving myself grief. Like, oh, like I know that I can do, I bet I could push myself to failure like with these and that it would be fine. I was like, but I just don't want to. And again, it's one of those things where I just didn't want to look silly if I picked up too heavy of weights and then I wasn't able to rep it out. But dude, I think if we both stay consistent with it, we'd see major gains. Major gains for sure.
I honestly think so.
Okay.
But
All
like
right.
with you getting like those 8, like I just think it's about gamifying your workouts.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like 8. Okay, I can do 9 next time.
The competition portion of it.
Yes, exactly. You just like, if it's one step more, and like I'm not a runner and I've been running lately.
Dude. Okay.
We could talk for literally years and like not.
Yes.
Maybe this is another one that we hold off on. I don't know.
No, I don't want to hold off right now. I just want to let it fly. But I do want, since running is such a huge part of your wellness routine now.
Yeah, true. I haven't even touched upon my wellness. 40 minutes later, let me answer the question. My wellness routine. Okay.
Let's talk about it. Like what does that look like?
Okay,
maybe
so
like a week in the life.
Okay,
of
so
Olivia.
I can like in like a consistent schedule, I'll talk about like what I would do.
Okay.
So, when I've been at my like most consistent in training for my half marathon, I would like start off actually with creatine in the morning. So I have like a glass of water first. I wake up dehydrated. So I have a glass of water. Then I'll have water mixed with creatine, and I have like these little like lemon electrolyte packet things.
Yes.
So I'll put some electrolytes in because that helps with like the chalkiness of the creatine. I don't know if I just have like cheap kinds. I'm not sure. But so I'll chug that, and then I always have like a good hefty breakfast. Like I'm a savory girl, so like I crush eggs every morning. I actually found with my acupuncturist, when I cut out like butter and fats and stuff, terrible for me. Like
I'm kind of the same way.
Horrible. Like I need extra fats, especially if you're a woman with your period. Like you need those fats. Like he's like, if you can go get a greasy burger right now, you have to. And he's like, you should be eating a stick of butter within 3 days. That's what he said.
Love that.
The mental clarity I feel when I eat more fat, and then also just the way I feel in general is so good. So it's like, don't eat too lean of meat and everything.
Yeah.
But so I'll do that, and then I typically like to work out in the morning. I don't care if I ate like a breakfast before. I don't typically do fasting before I work out.
Don't.
Sometimes I do, but that's usually if I'm in a rush.
Yeah.
I don't love the feeling of working out fasted because I don't have energy.
Yeah, I feel like I'm working from a place of depravity.
Yeah, like I can't push myself that extra bit because I have nothing left to give.
Nothing in the tank.
Yeah, nothing in the tank, seriously. So, I mean, like, if I'm going to the gym, I'll do a strength workout. So I have like a split. And if Sean's listening to this, he's going to make fun of me because he literally, he's going to be like, she doesn't know what she's talking about. So, but
Come roast her in the comments.
yeah, no, seriously, like, go ahead and chirp. I don't care.
Oh my God, stop.
But like, I will do like my arms and stuff one day, and then I'll do like glutes, hamstrings, glutes, quads a different day. I have like, chest and tries like one day, you know, your back, different things. So I have like that as a split, but then I have cardio built in because I've been training for the half marathon.
Yeah.
So I have like it's supposed to be 3 days of running, 2 days that are short runs, which have been built up. So it's like 3.5 is my short run now. And, which I'm pretty confident in doing. And then like I have to do a longer run. So, but I haven't been training I just ran 10 miles and I hadn't run in a month and a half. And that was my PR. Like, it was real. You know why I did that?
Why?
I just watched the show Band of Brothers. Have you seen that? The World War II.
No, I haven't.
Okay, you and Teddy have to watch it. It's my favorite show ever now.
Okay.
They interview veterans from World War II, and then like for the first 2 minutes, and then it goes into like what they experienced during it. And it's like absolutely crazy, like what they had to go through. but I was like, my life isn't hard. like I was like, these guys were like, it's just, I don't know. It's one of those things. Like I could watch probably anything where someone's life was hard.
Yeah.
And they had to go through like all of those like physical obstacles.
Mm-hmm.
It just made me think, I'm like, I'm doing this for like pleasure, or like in a way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm just doing this for fun. Like it's not forced. I should be able to push myself a little bit more if like the
if they were doing
bodies,
that for survival's sake.
For survival's sake. Like
okay,
the human body's capable of so much more than we let on, because we have these mental ceilings where we're just like, no, I'm exhausted. Yeah, you're exhausted, but you could do like a little bit more if you wanted to. Don't overexert yourself. Don't try to do too much, because like that's where the burnout occurs. But once in a while, it's like, it's good to like push yourself and be like, 100%. I believe I can do more.
Mm-hmm.
And that's rewarding. That's
it is
like
rewarding.
Really rewarding.
Well, that's when like we first started getting running. Like when I first ran like the entirety of backhoe for the first time, it's like if you give in to your mind that's telling you like, I'm so tired, you could just stop.
Yeah.
Like it takes a special type of resiliency to push through that, because you're right, your body is so much more capable than what any of us are aware of.
Yes.
And again, don't like don't go past the point of a return up until injury, you know what I mean?
Right.
But like there is like a special, like I want to say like this is the wrong term, but like there's like a quota of like energy that's stored somewhere else that your mind knows is there. And like you can
access it.
Yeah. You just have to press the right buttons, and then you can like unlock that part of you.
Yeah, exactly.
It's sick.
And then make sure to take care of yourself. Like after, like stretch, like do acupuncture, chiropractic work, like whatever you need to do, like massage and stuff.
Some yoga,
yes, meditate, like anything. Like I think that's also important with wellness is. It's supposed to be holistic.
Yes.
It's not supposed to be like lift heavy all the time.
Yes.
Like run super far. It's supposed to be like you're taking care of your mental health, your physical well-being. It's for longevity. It's for mobility. Like it's everything.
It's literally everything.
Yeah.
And it expands even way past being in the gym and eating right, because everything that you do for your body falls into how you are conducting your life.
Yeah.
Like it affects like your outlook on what we were just talking about, on your people, your passions. Every single thing bleeds into how you take care of yourself, how you take care of your mind, and the love that you pour into yourself is going to be doled out onto others as well. Yeah. And it just carries.
It does.
That shit carries.
It carries.
I'm going to tell you something disappointing.
What?
Because I'm scared.
This hasn't been recording.
No, it's been recording, but I just don't want it to run out of memory. So we're like...
We've gone above and beyond.
We have gone above and beyond.
And this was absolutely amazing and one of the best experiences I've had.
Did you have a really good time?
I was so proud to even say like I was doing this. Like selfishly, I was just like, oh my God, like I've never done a podcast before. Like this is a new experience for me. And it's one of those like yes men opportunities where I'm just like, yeah, I'll do it.
Wow.
I would have never done this 2 years ago.
Well, you did amazing.
Thank you so much.
And there will be more. Like the only reason, literally the only reason why I'm ending this now is because I want to make sure there's enough memory.
Yeah.
And I think on the next podcast we can talk a little bit more about like, we've talked a lot about like relationships and love
my God.
and family and like that kind of spectrum and like the things that we've had to go through. And I think that would be like a worth it listen for sure.
I think so too.
So all in all, if you enjoyed this episode, it would mean the most to me if you left a comment somewhere, depending on where you're listening, YouTube or Spotify. Leave a like, share it with your friends. Please. Let us know like what you related to. That'd be amazing. What does your wellness routine look like? Are you a pulp gal?
Or do you just not like juice? do you just avoid it?
Or do you only drink it with vodka?
Only with hard liquor.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, if you don't know it, I mean, you could tell just from watching this episode, but I just love you so much.
I love you more.
Thank you so much for
One of my
being
favorite
here.
people.
Literally my favorite person ever. You inspire me. That's why you're here. And yeah, I guess to send them off, tell them all your socials, tell you everything you've got going on right now, what you want them to see, and then go from there.
Okay. So you guys can follow me at Livy Klutz on Instagram. I think it's Livy Klutz on TikTok too. And then Liv's Little Things.
Yes.
On Instagram as well. That's my little
the little wellness platform.
It's my little wellness platform. And like some like marketing videos I don't post consistently. So that's one of my things where I need to be better about. But
accountability.
Tell
them again about the Mome.
So Mome Studios. Yes. So the soft launch is on May 5th. Grand opening June 7th, South Portland in Knightville. And everyone should attend. It's going to be a blast. First class is free. So doesn't matter what your experience is with fitness or Pilates or bar. Come on down. We do introductory courses. You can meet the instructors. It's a very welcoming community. So it'll be fun for everyone.
I'll be there.
You should be there.
What day is it again? Saturday?
May 5th.
May 5th. Okay.
Yeah, May 5th. 2025.
Amazing. I'll leave everything in the description below as well. So thank you again for hanging on another Sunday hang. Don't know if this is going to be 2 parts, but we'll find out. But again, we love you guys, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye. Woo!